Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you back here for Game 2 from Hooker Field in Martinsville, Virginia. Brett Wiseman alongside you. It's Disco Turkeys and Martinsville Ponies here in Game 2 of a doubleheader here tonight from Hooker Field. Again, we apologize for the camera angle and the lack of graphics tonight. We'll make do with what we got. If you tuned in for Game 1, Dion Tubbs, meanwhile, takes a fastball up and in. That's ball 4, and a good way to lead off the ball game for Dion. Carolina dropped Game 1 9-6. And looking to split the double dip here. There's a twinight doubleheader here, both games 7 innings. Again, Martinsville took the first one 9-6. Dion Tubbs on to lead off the ball game with a leadoff walk. So Tubbs on at first and expect him to run immediately, knowing that on the mound, a throw over. That's Alec Anderson, the big right-hander. First pitch from Anderson, low ball 1, and Dion steals second. After the catcher for Martinsville could not hold on to the baseball. We'll get you Martinsville's lineup as they come to the plate. The Foothills starting lineup for Carolina. Brought to you by Foothills Brewing. Try Foothills great craft beer and coffee at any of their 3 tryout locations. And more at foothillsbrewing.com. After the 1-0 to Farrell. Fouls it back, 1-1. You saw Tubbs lead things off. He's in center field again. In Game 2, kicks Farrell at the plate now. Back at shortstop for Game 2. Hayden Setzer DHing this time in Game 2. Still hitting third. Logan Conklin back at second base, hitting in the cleanup spot. Jeffrey Davis, the left fielder, hits fifth. Farrell's 0-1 up and in. It gets away. And to the backstop, Tubbs to third. Patrick Usher, the backstop for Carolina. Swapping places with Ezel, who started Game 1 behind the plate. He'll hit sixth. Kason Haggard back at third base, hitting seventh. DJ Musser at first base in Game 2, hitting eighth. And Dane Stewart back out in right field, hitting ninth. Yeah, we'll get you the lineup for the Ponies as they come to the plate. Here's the 2-1. That did not miss by much. A really good pitch right there from Alec Alderson, but he didn't get the call. And it's a 3-1 count. Up and in ball 4, and it's back-to-back walks to start the ball game. And Carolina might have something going here right off the hop.
Hayden Setzer.
Now in steps Hayden Setzer. Farrell's off for second. He'll take it as Setzer takes ball 1. Dion was stolen base number 37. Farrell was stolen base number 16. 1-0 to Setzer outside. 2-0 now. Three and 0 the count now to Setzer, as Alderson cannot find a release point right now. And we'll have a mound visit now. Setzer went 0 for 4 in Game 1. Did reach base once via an error, and came around to score on said play. 3-0 is the count to him now. Here it comes. High ball 4, and it's 3 consecutive walks to kick off Game 2 of the doubleheader. Just what the doctor ordered.
Now batter number 6, Logan Conklin.
Now in steps Logan Conklin. He had a pretty good go of it in Game 1 as he takes ball 1. Walked 3 times. Reached on a single. And that's up and in at Conklin as Alderson is having some major trouble finding his release point right now. 2-0 the count. in the dirt, 3-0. A rough start to this one for Alec Alderson, the big righty. Where's number 26? Bases loaded, nobody out, 3-0 count to Conklin. Up and in, ball 4. 4 consecutive walks to start the ball game, and Carolina, without even recording a hit, is up 1-0. That'll bring Jeff Davis to the plate now with a chance to do some damage. That finds the zone, strike 1.
Number 1, Jeffrey Davis.
So 1-1 count now to Davis. Base is still loaded. Nobody out. Davis, big rip at that one. Didn't get it. 1-2. One-two pitch. Davis takes inside. 2-2. Good take right there for number 1. Lights on here in Hooker Field for game 2 of the doubleheader. Just after 8:15 here in Southern Virginia. Davis swings and misses at that one. Strike 3, excuse me. And it's a big first out for Alderson on the mound.
The catcher, Patrick Usher.
In steps Patrick Usher now, who can swing the bat pretty well himself. Outside, 1-0. Usher, if you'll remember a couple of weeks ago in Boone, his first hit with Carolina was a go-ahead single in the top half of the 9th that made it a 4-3 ball game. Excuse me, a 3-2 ball game. The game ended 4-3 after Carolina could not hold the lead at the bottom of the 9th. That misses up and in, 2-0. And 2-0. Big swing at that one by Usher, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Two-one pitch. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Usher hitting a $156 on the year with 3 hits to his credit. 2-2 count. Big rip at that one, and he fouls it back into the parking lot. I will reiterate, my car is back there, Patrick. Be careful. 2-2. Inside. No, did it hit him? Yes, it hit him. It clips Usher on the elbow guard. Farrell will score. And again, without a hit recorded, it's 2-0 now.
Now batting, second baseman number 24, Jason Haggard.
Farrell scores on the hit by pitch. And that's strike 1 now to Jason Haggard, who is 3 for 4 in game 1. By far his best game all season. 0-1 on the way. Popped up, foul back towards us. Oh, 2 to Haggard. Fouled off. Haggard came into the game hitting just 170, again to game 1 that is, hitting just 170 on the summer, but that is going to skyrocket after a 3 for 4 day. He's looking to keep it rolling here in game 2 with the bases loaded. Ducks on the pond, 1 out. And an 0-2 count. Alderson's 0-2 offering. Inside, did that hit him? It did. The breaking ball clipped Haggard on the inside leg, Setzer's going to score, and it's 3-0. And now we're going to have a visit on the mound for the Ponies head coach. And this is not the start that dugout had in mind over on this first base side. Four walks, and then back-to-back hit by pitches. 4 straight walks to start the ball game. Tubbs walked, Farrell walked, Setzer walked. Conklin then walked in a run with the bases loaded, so he's credited with an RBI. Jeff Davis struck out swinging. And then Usher and Haggard have been consecutively hit by pitches with the bases loaded, mind you. And that's why we stand at 3-0, and Carolina doesn't have a hit on the board yet. Pretty similar to when we were here a week ago tonight. We told you it wasn't your prototypical line score. When you see 3 runs and no hits, that really drives you for a loop. Here's DJ Musser now, as Alderson would try to find some way to rectify this. Up and in, ball 1. One 0. Musser takes inside again, 2-0. It's only 5 strikes this inning from Alderson on the mound. 2-0. Musser takes a swing and a miss at that one. Actually fouled it back to the screen. 2-1. There's strike number 6. Still no hits yet, though. And already 3 runs on the board for Carolina. Here comes the 2-1 to DJ Musser. On the inside corner, strike 2. Good pitch from Alderson. Found the release point that time on the fastball. 2-2 pitch. Musser pops it up. Foul territory right side. And it'll get out of play. Dane Stewart on deck, already to the 8th spot in the order. Another 2-2 to Musser. Swung and fouled off again. DJ hitting a $130 on the year in his 13th game. But he's really come on the past couple of weeks, finding a stroke at the plate. 2-2. Lined in the right, just foul. Good approach the other way, and Musser actually broke his bat to the delight of the Carolina dugout. Oh, you gotta love it. Now Musser will get a new piece of lumber. He lined that one hard, just foul down the right field line. Here comes the 2-2. Musser chops it on the ground up the middle. Play made by Alderson to second for 1 on to first. Not in time. And DJ's able to hustle it out. He'll drive in a run. Thanks to the fielder's choice. DJ using the wheels right there. We told you about the unicycle. He ran about as fast as he rides that thing to beat that ground ball out. And it's 4-0. So credit him with an RBI and the inning's still alive. However, there's still not a hit on the board. In steps Dane Stewart now. Swings and misses, strike 1. Musser bluffed to go to second. A score at 6-4-3 on the fielder's choice. And a pickoff move to first to keep Musser honest. Still an 0-1 count. Dane Stewart takes low and in, ball 1. One pitch taken down and in, 2-1 now. Here comes the 2-1. Stewart swings and misses. Back pick to Musser at first. He's back in time. Two-two count. Runners at the corners, 2 down. 4-0 lead for Carolina, and they don't even have a hit. 2-2 on the way. Stewart in the air down the right field line. Well hit, but also well foul. Good opposite field power right there, though. Two-two to Dane Stewart. He checked his swing, and it got away from the catcher behind the plate. And Braxton downed him, it appears, as the catcher behind the plate. Three-two. Stewart takes in the dirt, ball 4. But a lucky carom behind the plate prevents Haggard from advancing home, so the bases are loaded again with 2 down and back to the top of the order in Dion Tubbs. Let's see if he can get a hit on the board this time. He got this whole thing started with a leadoff walk. Again, if you're just joining us, 4 consecutive walks. Tubbs in the air, right field. Should be playable, and it is. So Carolina puts 4 runs on the board thanks to 4 walks and 2 hit by pitches. All 4 runs coming without a hit. A good start to the ball game. Here in game 2 of the doubleheader, Carolina leads at 4-0. Martinsville coming to bat, trying to get a couple of those back after this. Back here at Hooker Field in Martinsville, Virginia. Brett Wiseman alongside you for Game 2 of the doubleheader between the Disco Turkeys and the Martinsville Ponies. Again, we apologize for the camera angle that's blocking the pitcher's mound and the lack of graphics tonight. We've made do with what we have here tonight. We thank you for joining us and sticking with us. Cam Wiley steps in to lead things off and gives an excuse me swing for strike one. Nick McAdon on the mound for Carolina. Misses outside 1-1. One and two the count now as McAdon pours that in for a strike. One-two pitch. Wiley rips that into left. And it'll fall in a base hit in front of Jeff Davis. So Carolina holds a 4-0 lead. And right off the bat, Martinsville answers with a base hit. Although Carolina, if you missed that top half of the first inning, 4 walks and 2 hit by pitches are how the Disco Turkeys got a 4-0 lead. They don't have a hit, at least not yet. In steps Lucas Burnett, back at second base for Game 2, playing both games of the doubleheader. And takes ball one. That's popped foul, 1-1. Burnett in Game 1. The 1 for 2, walked, struck out, and grounded into a double play. And they'll make a move to first to keep Wiley honest. One, Burnett slaps that one foul back, 1-2.
Please return all foul balls first.
1-2 the count now to Hutchins. To Burnett. Hutchins is on deck. And McAdon makes a throw over to first to keep things honest again. And that one gets away from McAdon. 2-2 now. And that'll allow Wiley to move up to second. Two. Fouled off again. Good battle here from Burnett. That's fouled off yet again, and Burnett will stay alive and keep this battle going. Turning it into one of those epic long at-bats. Runner at second. Nobody out. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3 and a big one at that for McAdon and a big out number 1. And that'll bring Hutchins to the plate. And McAdon pours in strike 1 to Hutchins. We had a pretty good day in game 1. Couple of singles, 2 for 3. Checked his swing on that one, and I would have to say he definitely went around 0-2. Fastball up and in. Macedon tied him up in knots right there. Oh, 2. Flared out towards center, and that'll find a hole right back up the middle. Coming in to score is Wiley. The throw cut off. Hutchins moves up to second anyways. We'll score it an RBI double as
Now batting number 6, Joe Swank.
Dion tried to throw it back into the infield, and Hutchins was thinking, I would have to say, thinking 2 out of the box, knowing where that throw was going. In steps Joe Swainkamp now. First pitch to him is up and away, ball 1. One 0 to Swainkamp, up and away, 2-0 now. Two 0 to him is in there, strike 1. Good comeback pitch right there from Macedon. Here comes the 2-1. High and away with that off-speed pitch. It's 3-1 now, and Macedon's got to find a way to work back in the count. Three 1. Swainkamp fouls it back, 3-2. Three 2. Swing and a miss. It bounced off the mask of Usher, and now everybody's safe. Nothing Usher could do about that one. It was a great breaking ball that got Swainkamp to whiff on it. So Macedon got the strikeout, but Swainkamp advances to first on the wild pitch, which I don't know if I've ever seen that before. Bounced directly off the mask of Usher and out in front of the plate. So in steps Matt Rivers now, who takes a hack and a half at that thing. Trying to send that thing back across the state line, back into North Carolina, 0-1. Throw back to first to check on Swainkamp. Oh, 1. Rivers swings and misses. Throw down to second. Got him! What a throw from Usher. That's a way to atone for the wild pitch, albeit it was out of his control. But that's a heck of a way to make up for it right there. An absolute laser from behind the plate, a frozen rope to nail Swainkamp for out number 2. 0-2 pitch to Rivers. Swing and a miss, he got him. Blew the fastball right by him, and Macedon works out of it. Martinsville gets 1 run on 2 hits, though. Carolina leads it 4-1 after 1 in Game 2 of the doubleheader. back here at Hooker Field in Martinsville. Again, we apologize for the camera angle and the lack of graphics here tonight. Thanks for bearing and sticking with us here from Southern Virginia. That pitch misses low to Kix Farrell, ball one. Farrell leading off the second, batting second in the order after Carolina batted around without recording a hit back in that first inning. 4 straight walks, 2 hit by pitches, responsible for the 4 runs in the inning. And now Alec Alderson's behind in the count 2-0 to Farrell. Takes a hack and a half at that one, but he comes up empty, 2-1. And Farrell on the ground, it's short. Tough play. Throw is not in time, and it's an infield hit for Kix Farrell. Had an infield hit in game 1. More of the same here in game 2. Now to bring Hayden Setzer to the plate. Big swing at that one. He fouls it back. 0-1. Setzer played first base in game 1. He's DHing here in game 2. Before the 0-1, a throw back to first to check on Farrell. Nothing doing. Oh, 1 pitch. Setzer takes on the outside corner, strike 2. Good pitch right there from Alderson. Seems to have found his release point after that rough first inning. 0-2 pitch, misses high and away. Farrell down to second. Throw gets into center field. He's going to try for third, and now it gets away from the center fielder. Farrell's going to try and score. Throw to the plate is high. And Kix Farrell with a, well, we'll call it a Little League home run, I guess, as best I can put it. Stole second. The throw goes into center field. It slips underneath the glove of Hutchins, the center fielder, but then throws over the head of his catcher. So Kix Farrell goes from first to home on a steal attempt. And it's 5-1 now. Carolina does have a hit on the board now, thanks to Kix Farrell. 1-2 pitch. High and away, 2-2 now. Boy, it has been a wild start to this second game. It was a pretty wild first game as well, but this shaping up to be even more so. 1-2-2 to Setzer. High and away, 3-2 now. From our angle here, we can't quite see if there's any action in the Martinsville bullpen, but I would assume the clock is ticking on Alderson. 3-2. Misses outside, ball 4. It's a walk for Setzer.
Now batting number 6, Logan Conklin.
So in steps Logan Conklin now, who drew the 4th consecutive walk in that first inning and credited with an RBI on it. Alderson's first pitch to him, right on the inside corner, strike 1. Conklin into left base hit. Solid contact right through the hole, and now Carolina's really got something cooking.
Now batting number 1, Jeffrey Davis.
Our apologies on the catcher. It's actually Michael Morrison that's behind the plate. And now Jeffrey Davis will step in, the left fielder. 2-1, nobody out, and a 5-1 lead for Carolina. Trying to add to it. Pitch to Davis, misses up and in, ball 1. 4 in the first, and now 1 here in the second. After dropping the first game of the doubleheader 9-6. Setzer dances off second. The 1-0 pitch to Davis on the inside corner, strike 1. Count even now. One. Davis in the air, right field. Might be playable. It is not. It's going to be fouling out of play. 1-2 count to Jeff Davis. Had a hit in game 1. Homer twice in now his last 4 games. Counting to game 1 of the doubleheader. 1-2 to him. That's line. Base hit through the right side. Setzer will come around to score. Conklin on his way to third. He's in there. And Davis will move up to second behind the play. It's 6-1 Carolina. Jeff Davis an RBI single the opposite way. Good approach right there from number 1. Add another RBI to his counter. 6-1 Carolina. Now second and third. Still nobody out. That brings Patrick Usher to the dish. First pitch to him. In the dirt, ball 1. Conklin took a look at it, but a good block by Morrison will keep him at bay. Usher has an RBI himself tonight. Was credited with such after being clipped by a breaking ball from Alderson. That one's popped foul back behind the plate and into the parking lot.
Please return all foul balls.
1-1 the count. Here's the offering from Alderson. Usher takes a big swing at that one, but he comes up empty, actually. Foul tipped it into the mid of Morrison. Nonetheless, it's strike 2. One-two pitch. Usher fouls it back again. Good battle here from number 30 in blue. Second and third, still nobody out. There's another 1-2. Usher swings and misses. It's in the dirt. And now Conklin's going to be in a rundown at third as he tried to play chicken with Usher. Conklin's out of the baseline. Conklin's tagged out. Usher to second. Conklin was trying to stay in the pickle long enough. He had fun with that. He has fun on the field regardless. Now Usher will deliver his equipment to Kurt Cabana over there. So it's second and third now with 1 out. Conklin the first out of the inning. Usher reaches on the drop third strike. Here's Haggard. First pitch to him is inside ball 1. There has been a lot to unpack in just an inning and a third. Glad you're with us, and thanks for sticking with us despite the technical issues. Up and in, 2-0 to Haggard. And 3-0 is the count now. Here from Venerable Hooker Field in Martinsville, Virginia. That pitch misses. And actually, that will make it a 3-1 count. Had one of those wrong. Nonetheless, it's another 3-ball count for Alderson. Here comes the 3-1. It's in the dirt, ball 4. It gets away. Here comes Davis to the plate. The throw not in time. Davis scores on the wild pitch. Showing off the wheels. It's 7-1 Carolina.
Now batting number 26, DJ.
So it's runners at the corners now. Haggard reaches on the walk. That was ball 4. In steps DJ Musser. First pitch to him, inside ball 1. Only 3 hits on the board for Carolina, but already 7 runs. Through just an inning and a third, Musser takes outside 2-0. Dane Stewart on deck. 4 across in the first, 3 here in the second. The 2 before the 2-0 to Musser, a throw back, and Haggard back in safely. It's a 2-0 count. Musser, that one clipped him in the helmet. He's all right, and he's shaking it off. He'll give it a hard 90. A scary pitch up and in, but DJ able to shake it right off, and bases loaded, 1 down. So already the 3rd batter hit by Alderson to go along with now 6 walks. And now we'll get a visit to the mound from Martinsville's head coach. He's going to take the baseball from Alderson. So he's through just an inning and a third. 7 earned runs, 7 runs, 5 of which are earned, 6 walks, 2 hit by pitches, 3 hits surrendered. Not ideal from him. We'll get a pitching change from Martinsville. It's going to be William Clark, the right-hander, that'll take the bump. And he'll try and get the final 2 outs in the second inning after this. William Clark to the mound. Dane Stewart in the box. Fouls off the first pitch from Clark tonight. Again, if you're just joining us, a less than ideal start, and an eventful one at that tonight. Bases loaded, 1 out, 4 across for Carolina in the first inning without a hit recorded. They've gotten all 3 hits so far here in this second inning, and they pushed across 3 more runs to make this a 7-2 ball game. 0-1 is the count. Here it comes. Stewart takes a breaking ball into the knee, strike 2. William Clark trying to pick up Alec Alderson after he walked 6 and hit 3 batters. 0-2. Swung on and missed by Stewart. That's out number 2. Filthy breaking ball that time from Clark. Got Stewart to swing out of his shoes.
Now batting number 3, Dion Tubbs.
Now in steps Dion Tubbs. His third at-bat in just the second inning. Bases still loaded, 2 down. Dion takes strike 1. Oh, 1. Dion swings and misses, strike 2. Usher at third, Haggard at second, Musser at first. 0-2 count, 2 down. 7-1 lead already for Carolina. 0-2 to Dion. Misses outside, 1-2. Good waste pitch that time from Clark. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Dion foul tips it into the mitt of Morrison, and Clark comes on and gets out of the jam, but not before Carolina pushes across 3 more. They lead it 7-1 through an inning and a half in Game 2 of the doubleheader. Back here at Hooker Field in Martinsville, Brett Wiseman alongside you for Game 2 of this doubleheader. Nick McAdon back to the mound with a 6-run cushion to work with and powers in strike 1 to the Pony shortstop here in Game 2. That's Graham Dalton. McAdon working quickly. Here comes the 0-1, up and in, ball 1. Again, we thank you for sticking with us despite the lack of graphics and the camera angle tonight. Right down the pipe, 1-2. McAdon has got the fastball working this evening. Here comes a 1-2. Outside, good waste pitch with the off speed, 2-2. McAdon set, here comes the 2-2. Just missed inside, full count. Carolina already leading 7-1 on the strength of a 4-run first and a 3-run second. Misses in. No, he got him! Late call from the home plate umpire, but the right one is that breaking ball absolutely painted the corner. Second strikeout for Macedon. Actually, excuse me, that's his third now. The first two of the swinging variety, that one a backwards K. And then they'll bring Grayson Chitwood to the plate. Macedon's first pitch misses low to Chitwood, ball one. Chitwood DHing tonight, played first base in game one of the doubleheader. Yeah, both games, 7 innings. Macedon's 1-0. Just missed below the knees, 2-0. Good spot, though. Against a guy that's got a lot of pop. You never want to miss up. 2-0 is the count now to Chitwood. The offering from Macedon. Chitwood chops it to short. It's actually taken at third by Conklin, whose throw is in time. Good play, as Conklin and Haggard have swapped spaces between second and third, and there's 2 down. That pitch misses low to Hudson Rowe, who was the extra hitter in game one. That's in there. Nope. 2-0. Two 2-0 count to Rowe. Macedon's 2-0 offering. In there on the inside corner. Got the call that time. Strike one. Two one. Rowe swings and misses at a big-time fastball, 2-2. Two-two pitch. Ball 3. That missed. Where it missed, I don't exactly know. But it's 3-2 nonetheless. That's definitely strike 3. Ring him up. Macedon got the call that time. Rowe set down looking. 4 strikeouts through 2 innings. 2 swinging, 2 looking. Macedon's through 2 innings of scoreless baseball. And Carolina's got a 6-run lead in game 2 of the doubleheader. Back here at Hooker Field in Martinsville, Brett Wiseman alongside you. Carolina Disco Turkey Baseball. Here game 2 of the doubleheader. And Kix Farrell for the second straight inning will lead things off and take inside ball 1 from William Clark out for his second inning of work in relief of Alec Alderson. 1-0 on the way. Farrell takes on the inside corner. Good pitch, strike 1. One and one, the count to Farrell with Carolina leading 7-1. Takes in the dirt, 2-1. Farrell had an infield hit to get things started last inning. Head in the count, 2-1. And misses just inside. Good take, 3-1. Shows you seeing the ball well and they can spit on the fastball, moving right in on the hands. 3-1 the count. Pitch on the way. Farrell fouls that one back. 3-2. Full count to Kix Farrell. Here comes the 3-2. Up and in, ball 4. It's a leadoff walk, and Kix Farrell is on base for the third time in 3 at-bats in 3 innings. In steps Hayden Setzer. That's the 7th walk surrendered now by Martinsville pitching. The first from Clark. Alderson walked 6 through just an inning and a third. In steps Hayden Setzer now. A check on Farrell at first by Clark. First pitch to Big Sets. Big swing and a miss at that one, strike 1. Carolina holds a 7-1 lead. Check on the runner at second. And throw back, not in time. Oh, that was close though. Really good pickoff move by Clark. There comes the 0-1. Farrell's on the move for second. Pitch is inside. The throw down. Farrell slid off the bag at second. Rivers held the tag on, and he's caught stealing for out number 1. He beat the throw, but overshot the bag just a bit on the turf infield. And Matt Rivers smartly and alertly held the tag on, and Farrell is caught stealing. 1-1 the count to Setzer. Setzer in the air, left center. Coming in shallow, it drops. Setzer will move to second. It's a sky-high pop-up that Joe Swainkamp lost in the lights, which I'll give it to him. The way the lighting's set up in this ballpark, it's not a stretch of the imagination for that to happen, but it's an error nonetheless. And he's 7. That will put Setzer at second with 1 down and bring Conklin to the plate. Setzer dancing out there at second. The pitch to Conklin, swung on and missed, strike 1. Good cut though. Really, really good cut from Big Six. Lone home run on the year came in this ballpark back in June. Oh, 1. Outside, 1-1. Got a chance to bust this lead open even further. He can find a gap right here. 7-1 our score. Carolina in front with just 3 hits on the board. Swing and a miss at that one. Conklin well behind. High velocity right there from Clark. It's 1-2. 1-2 pitch on the way from Clark. Conklin takes outside corner. Strike 3 call, 2 down.
Now batting left fielder number 1, Jeffrey Davis.
On the move for third is Setzer, and they got him. Before Jeffrey Davis even really saw a pitch, Setzer's caught stealing to retire the side. We're through 2.5 here in Game 2 of the doubleheader. Carolina still holds a 7-1 lead. Nick McAdon on the mound here as we begin the bottom half of the third inning from Hooker Field in Martinsville. It's Michael Morrison that leads things off for Martinsville and takes strike 1. Morrison swings and fouls back an off-speed pitch he was well out in front of, 0-2. Quickly ahead in the count is McAdon. Here comes the 0-2. Strike 3 called. Fastball inside corner. Absolutely no chance. Picasso painted that bad boy. Caught him looking. Already the 5th strikeout of the evening for Nick McAdon. And a swing and a miss by Nick O'Dare, the 10th hitter in the Martinsville lineup, who've hit 10 men for both games of this doubleheader. 0-1 the count to him. That's in there, strike 2. Keep pounding the zone, Nick. We do have action into the Carolina bullpen. Scout Nichols, it appears to be again, as O'Dare fouls that one off. One-two from McAdon. Swing and a miss. Breaky ball. Got him to whiff on it. 6 Ks for Nick McAdon. He is on one tonight. Here in Game 2 of the doubleheader. Great stuff so far. We'll see if he can keep it going. Back to the top of the order now in Cam Wiley. takes ball one inside. 1-0 the count to Wiley, who reached on a base hit his first time up. 1-0. Wiley takes outside corner right there, strike one. One. Right there again, strike two. Same spot, same result. Macedon trying to strike out the side in order. 1-2. Did he go? Yes, sir! Strike three on a wiffle ball, breaky ball from Macedon. Filthy stuff. He strikes out the side in order. Carolina's through three with a 7-1 lead on the back end of the doubleheader. Back here at Hooker Field, Brett Wiseman alongside you. Carolina leads 7-1 as we start the fourth inning. Jeffrey Davis fouls that one right back and goes Bardowski off the screen behind the plate. Oh, 1 from Clark to Jeff Davis. In the air, deep right. That's got some carry to it. It's over the head of Wiley and to the wall, and Davis is into second with a leadoff double. He missed an opposite field home run by about 5-10 feet right there. Leadoff double for Davis, and he smoked that thing the other way. Now to bring out Patrick Usher. Now Clark wants a new baseball. And he'll have a chat with his catcher Morrison in the process. After that leadoff double, just the fourth hit of the night for Carolina, with 7 runs on the board. And they don't look like they're done yet. Check on Davis at second. The first pitch to Usher. Outside, ball 1. Usher's got an RBI tonight on the hit by pitch back in the first inning. Takes strike 1 outside corner. Good spot, good pitch. One and one, the count to Usher. Clark a check on Davis. Here comes the 1-1. Big swing and a miss. Strike 2 on Usher. Case and Haggard on deck. One-two pitch. Up and in, 2-2. Two-two to Usher. Popped up on the infield. Clark calling it off and drops. Clark said, "I'll do it myself," and he lost it in the lights. Now it's first and second on now the fourth error of the night for Martinsville. Now first and second, still nobody out for Case and Haggard. Haggard takes up an in, ball one. Musser's on deck. 1-0. Haggard in the air to right. Well hit. That might drop. It is caught nicely by Wiley, diving to his immediate left, and a great play for out number one. Davis does tag and go to third. It's a shame we couldn't get that in frame. So it's a tremendous catch by Wiley. But now it's first and third, one out on the fly out. Great catch, though, by Wiley. Again, shame we couldn't get that in view. Thanks for sticking with us tonight. 7-1 lead for Carolina. And Clark steps off now before the first offering to Musser. Runners at the corners, one out. Carolina trying to add to a 7-1 lead. Throw back to first, and Usher back in time. Now the first pitch to Musser. Fouled off, strike one. Scout Nichols no longer throwing in the bullpen, and why would you even think about taking Nick McAdon out at this point? He's twirling a gem right now. And Carolina trying to add to the lead. 7-1 our score, top half of the fourth inning. Throw back to first, Usher back in safely again. First and third, one out. Oh, 1. Musser takes outside, ball one. Count even now, 1-1. Clark checks on Usher again. He's got a good secondary lead. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Musser on the ground up the middle. Could be two. It will not. Usher was going. They'll get the force at first on Musser, but credit him an RBI on the ground out. Davis scores. It's 8-1 Carolina. Good piece of situational hitting right there from DJ Musser. And that'll bring Dane Stewart to the plate. So Davis scores. Usher to second. That's in there, strike one to Stewart. Usher's in scoring position now. 8-1 our score. Top half of the fourth. Game 2 of this doubleheader from Southern Virginia. 0-1. Stewart in the air, right side, but that's going to be well out of play and off towards the shed. 0-2 the count to Dane Stewart. Here it comes. Takes in the dirt. Good pick behind the plate by Morrison, and I mean really good. To scoop that thing up out and out of the turf and keep Usher at bay. One, two. Stewart in the air, right side, foul. As he almost found a hole. Another 1-2. Stewart takes up and in. Good take at that. 2-2. Gaines did a good job of working the count in both games tonight. Here comes a 2-2 from Clark. Up and in. Really good eye right there. 3-2. So he's worked the count full. As I said, he's done a pretty good job of not only working it full, but at least working it back even when he's down in it, which is a good sign. Full count pitch. Up, ball 4, he laid off it, and it's a 2-out walk.
Now batting for the fielder, number 3, Dion Tubbs.
And that'll bring Dion Tubbs to the dish now with the bases loaded. And a chance to really break this thing open. First pitch to Dion's in there, strike one. Fourth inning and already his fourth at bat. Walked to lead off the ball game, also flew out to end the first inning after they batted the round, and then struck out back in the second. Takes outside 1-1. Dion in the air, left center field. That's got a chance. It's off the base of the wall. 2 runs are going to score. Dion's on his way to third. It's a 2-run stand-up triple. How about it? Dion Tubbs oppo the other way into the gap off the base of the wall. Just missed a home run. And with his speed, there's not even a chance to even make him slide at third. That makes it 10-1. And now kicks Farrell with a chance to push the lead to 10, and you know what that means. Takes at the knee, strike one. That's an important run standing at third base. Farrell in the air. Out to right. Actually, that's down, a base hit. I lost it in the lights. It's a double for Farrell, and that makes it an 11-1 ball game. Well, it's a double into the right center field gap. Geez, Kicks, you hit the ball so hard I couldn't even see it. Been a long day. And no place we'd rather be. 11-1 our score now. Farrell with the RBI double. And in steps Setzer, who pops that one up foul towards the bleachers down the third base line.
Now batting the eighth, Hayden Setzer.
Conklin on deck, and Davis, who led off the inning, is in the hole. Oh, 1 to Setzer. Farrell goes for third. Throw down. It gets away. And Farrell's in. So 2 for 3 now is Farrell on stolen bases in just this ball game alone. His 4th stolen base of the doubleheader pushes him up to 18 on the year. The pitch was a strike to Setzer. It's 0-2. Here it comes. Strike 3 called, outside corner. And Clark gets out of it, but not before Carolina pushes across 4 more. They lead by 10 through 3.5 in Game 2 of the doubleheader. Nick Macedon back to the mound for Carolina to start the bottom half of the 4th inning. He'll face Lucas Burnett to lead things off. Ben Taman is making his way out to the bullpen and misses inside ball 1. That's foul tipped into the mitt of Usher behind the plate, 1-1. Two and 1, the count now to Burnett. Just missed outside, 3-1. Macedon set, the 3-1 on the way. Right down the middle, strike 2. Full count pitch. In the dirt, ball 4. It's a leadoff walk for Burnett.
Now batting number 1, Hunter Hutchins.
Now to bring Hunter Hutchins to the plate. Leadoff walk to Burnett. And now Hutchins takes a big swing at that one and chops that up the middle. It's in play, and the throw to first is in time. Couldn't get the out at second. It looked like it might have bounced off the plate, but no, it bounced right in front of home plate off the turf infield here. Sky high, and on a second hop to Case and Haggard and Short, who made the throw on to first for the easy out number 1. So Burnett advances to second. Here's Swain Camp and takes strike 1 on the outside corner. Swainkamp swings and misses at that. It's 0-2. Swainkamp in the air, and Conklin couldn't handle it. A harsh liner that Conklin knocked down, but unable to get a handle on it.
Now batting number 10, Matt Rivers.
Here's the first pitch to Rivers, inside, ball 1. Nope, excuse me, strike 1. That thing broke out. Rivers out to right, and that's a base hit. 1 run's going to score at least. It's cut off in the alley by Stewart. It's going to be a double for Rivers, and that will cut it back to a 9-run lead. We'll make it 11-2. That's in there, strike 1. Good bounce back pitch from Macadon. Ben Tamman warming in the Carolina bullpen. 0-1. Up and in to Dalton, 1-1. Dalton on the ground to short. Farrell will throw on to first for the shore out. Rivers will advance to third, and there's 2 down.
Grayson Chipwood.
11-2 our score, bottom half of the 4th inning. And that's ball 1 to Chitwood. One 0. Chitwood, big swing and a miss at that one. Macadon blew the fastball right by him. 1-1. Here comes a 1-1. Just missed outside, 2-1. Two 1 for Macadon. Chitwood on the ground is short, takes a wicked hop on Farrell. His throw gets over the head of Musser. Tough hop for kicks right there. A turf infield, not so forgiving that time. And a run will score now. It's 11-4. That's in there, strike one for Macedon. In steps Hudson Rowe now. He's behind to the count 0-2. Rowe fouls back the 0-2 to stay alive. That just misses outside for Macedon. Good spot, though. Didn't miss by much. 1-2 is the count. One-two pitch. Swung on and missed. Strikeout number 7 for Nick Macedon. Have a night, big fella. And that will end the inning. We are through 4 here in Southern Virginia. Martinsville pushes across 3 to push the Carolina lead to 7. It's 11-4 as we head to the 5th. Back here at Hooker Field in Martinsville. Brett Wiseman alongside you. Logan Conklin in to lead off the 5th inning and take strike 1 from Clark. The 0-1. Conklin hammers that into left field. That's a base hit. Was sitting all over that one. That had to be at least 105, 110 off the bat on the exit velo. Solid contact right there. And now in steps Jeffrey Davis, who got the party started back in that 4th inning. He led off the inning with a double. Missed a home run by a matter of 5 or 10 feet. He takes ball 1 from Clark. Davis with that double, his second hit of the evening. His 5th overall in the doubleheader. Davis takes the pitch low, 2-0 now. And Clark will take a second to step back off the mound and grab some rosin and try and wiggle out of it. 2-0. Davis rips it, but foul, 2-1. Nice bare hand play by Kirk Cabana over there. That's a web gem, and he didn't even need a glove. That's how good he is. 2-1 pitch. Davis, big hack at that one, but he foul tips it back, 2-2. Caught the arm of Morrison, so as customary, our home plate umpire will travel out to the mound and hand our pitcher a new baseball to give Morrison a second to collect himself, who appears to be okay after that. Conklin on at first, nobody out after the single. 8th hit of the night for Carolina. They lead it 11-4. Oh, 2. Davis takes. Outside. 3-2 now. Full count to Big Jeff Davis, who is hitting the cover off the ball right now. Let's see if he can keep it going. A walk would be nice, too. 3-2 on its way. Davis in the air down the right side, and out of play, foul. Full count to Jeff Davis. Here it comes. Davis pops it up, right side. Burnett will make the play for out number 1.
Now batting the 30 catcher.
That will bring Patrick Usher to the plate. Reached on an error his last time. Conklin stays put at first with 1 out. Usher swings and drives 1 out to deep left field. That'll get hung up in the breeze, though, out in left center. And the catch made by Hutchins for out number 2. And in steps Kason Haggard now. So back-to-back pop out and fly out after the single from Conklin brings Haggard up with 2 down and Conklin still at first. 11-4 our score. Haggard takes strike 1 at the knees. Good frame by Morrison. Conklin steals second, much to the delight of the third base dugout. Haggard in the air, out to left, well hit, but it's going to get caught up in the breeze, and Swain Camp will make the catch, and that's out number 3. Carolina still leads it, though, 11-4 as we head to the bottom of the 5th. Michael Morrison steps in for Martinsville and takes inside, strike one. Ball one, excuse me. Two 2-0 the count now. Carolina leads this one 11-4. You're in game 2 of the doubleheader here in the 5th. Up and in. Ball 3 now. That's in there, strike one. Three and 0 is the count. Here's the pitch. Morrison hammers it. Absolutely clobbers it. But it was right at Kicks Farrell at short, one down. A loud out number one is all that will end up being. In steps Nick O'Dare now. First pitch to him. Swung on and missed, strike one. An update for you from Tokyo and the Olympic Games. American swimming star Katie Ledecky has failed to medal in the 200-meter freestyle. A second straight gold medal for Australia's Ariane Titmus, who broke the Olympic record in that event, as it's 0-2 on O'Dare. So Ledecky, for the first time in her now 3 Olympics, fails to medal in both freestyle events. Up and in, 1-2 to O'Dare. Baseball at the Olympic Games gets going later this week. U.S. women took home silver in softball earlier this morning. Swing and a miss by O'Dare, and that's out number 2. And in steps Cam Wiley now. One for 2 today, a strikeout and a single. Takes outside, ball 1. That's in there, strike 1. New pitcher on the mound. He's wearing 22, but it's not Cameron Kine. We're working on getting a name as soon as we can. Recorded the first 2 outs. Here's a 1-1 to Wiley. It's on the ground to short. Farrell bobbles it. Throw to first. Not in time. Oh, he still almost got the out on that. My goodness. There's double-barreled action in the Carolina bullpen debut. As that's an infield single for Wiley. And Burnett steps in now. And that is through the hole, right side, base hit. Wiley stops at second, and it's a pair of 2-out hits. Back-to-back 2-out singles. The infield hit from Wiley, and then the solid single through the right side from Burnett. Have runners at first and second with 2 down, and that's inside, ball 1. On the ground, up the middle, fielded at second. Haggard will step on the bag, and Carolina's out of the jam. We're through 5 here in Game 2 of the Turkeys still hold an 11-4 lead. Back here at Hooker Field as we start the 6th inning. DJ Musser in to lead things off of William Clark. It takes in the dirt, ball 1. Musser's, this is already his 4th plate appearance of the night. Got an RBI and a fielder's choice as he swings and misses at that for strike 1. Clark has done yeoman's work coming in with the mess that was left of him, by Alec Alderaan. Musser swings and misses strike 2. Alec Alderson walked the first 4 batters of the game, hit 2 in the same inning. Carolina had 4 runs before they even had a hit on the board. 1-2. That's on the inside corner, strike 3 called, 1 down. Good pitch from Clark right there. In steps Dane Stewart. First time DJ's gone down on strikes this evening. He's been putting the ball in play all night, which is a good sign for him. Dane Stewart laces one into center field, and that'll drop in a base hit. That's the do factor right there. Been hit the ball hard, grinded down at bats, just couldn't find a hole. And that time, ambush tactic right back through the box. Yes, Scott Kirby, that might have been 120 exit velo. Smacked that thing right back up the middle. One out single for Stewart brings up Dion Tubbs, who rips one through the right side, a base hit. Stewart will stop at second, and it's back-to-back hard-hit one-out singles. That'll bring up Kix Farrell. Both guys picking on the first pitch, too. Just something Dion likes to do. From Dane Stewart's perspective, that's something you absolutely love to see, is aggressiveness from a guy that's got big-time pop. Two on, one out for Kix Farrell. Here's the first offering. Outside, ball 1. 11 runs, 10 hits, 2 errors on the line score for Carolina. 4 runs, 5 hits, 3 errors for Martinsville. 1-0 to Farrell. Takes at the knee, strike 1. Good off-speed pitch that time. Kix is 3 for 4 today, and he takes inside 2-1. Actually, make that 2 for 2. He's walked twice, singled, and doubled. 2-1. Inside, just a hair, 3-1. Really good take that time. And that's happened a couple of times where they've tried to bust him in and he spit on it. That shows you how well he's seeing the baseball right now. Locked in at the plate. Here comes a 3-1. Clark a check on the runner at second. Farrell lines it, base hit, right side. Dane Stewart will get held at third as that ball was hit well too hard, and its bases loaded, 1 out. Now to bring Setzer to the plate with a chance to drive in a couple more at the very least.
Now batting number 8, Hayden Setzer.
So Dane Stewart to third, Dion to second, Farrell to first, and we're going to visit between both coaches here. Maybe determining if the 10-run rule comes into play in a 7-inning ball game. Conversation over. Back to baseball.
Come on now.
In steps Hayden, Setzer now. Bases loaded, 1 out. Setzer takes, ball 1 outside. One 0. Setzer on the ground to first. The throw to the plate is not in time. Dane Stewart beat the throw to the plate for the force. Dane Stewart showing off the wheels right there. Scores the 12th run of the night for Carolina on the fielder's choice. So the bases are still loaded. Still only 1 out.
Now batting number 6, Logan Conklin.
And that brings Conklin in. Conklin pops it up down the right side and foul out of play. That was the 4th time Setzer has reached base, all without a hit. 2 walks and an error he's reached on. Conklin swings and misses. It gets away, but not far enough for Dion to make a break for the plate. Oh, 0-2 the count to Conklin. Base is still loaded, still 1 out. And Clark will step off. Oh, 2. Conklin takes low, ball 1. Good take right there. One, 2. Conklin takes a big rip at that one and fouls it back right off the press box. Well, for once, I'm kind of glad I'm not in there after that one, but he had to duck and cover. Two and 2 now. Oh, nope, there was a swing and a miss by Conklin, and he's down. That's out number 2. Base is still loaded, though. Now to bring Jeffrey Davis to the plate. See if he can add to the total. Take strike one at the knees. Good off-speed pitch. Now Conklin strikes out swinging for out number 2, but Davis trying to get that grand salami. In the air, center field, didn't quite get enough of it. Hutchins will make the play, and that's out number 3. Carolina pushes across one more on the fielder's choice from Setzer, scored by Stewart. 12-4, Carolina through 4.5 here in Game 2 of the doubleheader. Back here at Hooker Field in Martinsville, Brett Wiseman alongside you. Zane Beaver has taken the mound for Carolina. We got word on that pitcher last inning. It's Zach Bryan, who has just joined the ball club. And Zane Beaver, who we saw pitch on the last homestand, is behind in the count 2-0 to Joe Swainkamp. Here's Beaver's 2-0 offering. Swainkamp takes. Ball just high. Bottom of the 5th inning. Carolina leads at 12-4. 3-0. Swainkamp, green light. Going to be a tough play. Conklin on the hop. Throw, not in time. Really good play, though, by Conklin to get that on the short hop off the turf and still make that play fairly close.
Matt Rivers.
In steps Matt Rivers now. One and one, the count to him. Zane Beaver on the mound, as we told you. Rivers 1 for 2 on the day, a 2-run double and a strikeout. 1-1 from Beaver. Rivers takes inside corner, got the call, did Beaver. 1-2, good pitch. And cutting action on that one. To backdoor it right over the heart of the plate. 1-2. Rivers on the ground. Farrell will take the hop, step on the bag for one, throw to first in time. DJ Musser fleet of foot over there to hang on to it. And it's a 6-3 double play for the first 2 outs of the 5th inning. And DJ Musser gave that pop-up from Graham Dalton a look, but to no avail. It's 0-1. Dalton also 1 for 2 in the ball game, a ground out and then an infield hit. 0-1. Well hit down the right field line again, and that is a foul ball. Not foul by much, though. Good pop the other way from the Pony shortstop tonight. A long day, night, and evening of baseball. We thank you for joining us and sticking with us despite the camera angle issues and the graphics issues. And thank you for tuning along all season. And hope you'll join us next week from Johnstown, PA. Swing and a miss on the off-speed pitch. Zane Beaver gets the whiff, and that ends the inning. We head to the 7th now. Still 12-4, Carolina. Patrick Usher's in to lead off the 7th inning here for Carolina. They lead at 12-4. Hunter Hutchins is on to pitch for Martinsville. The hard-throwing right-hander misses down and away, ball 1. One-zero. Usher in the air to left, got under it though. Good contact, but it's caught out there for out number 1.
Number 24, Casey Haggard.
In steps Case and Haggard now. One for 4 on his day. 3 for 4 in game 1, so 4 hits and 7 at-bats here in both games of the doubleheader. And takes a high 90s strike there from Hutchins. 0-1. This kid can throw, folks. And Haggard, ooh, fouls that one right off the shin. And when you're facing a guy that throws as hard as Hunter Hutchins, that stings. And Kaysen will take a second to walk it off. "12 runs on 12 hits for Carolina. They lead at 12-4. 4 runs, 6 hits for Martinsville. 3 errors for them, 2 for Carolina on each line score. Takes low and away, ball 1, 1-2. Hutchins has been in center field for both games until now. But he's got some good stuff on the mound as well. Misses high, 2-2. We're in the top half of the 7th inning. Carolina holds a 12-4 lead as we approach 10:30 here in Southern Virginia. Game 2 of the doubleheader. 2-2 to Haggard. Well hit. That might drop. It will not. Pinnell will come on and make the catch and replaces Hutchins in center for out number 2.
Now batting number 11, Scout Nichols.
And now Scout Nichols will come to the plate for his first plate appearance as a Disco Turkey. Oh, you love to see it. How about it? The reliever. Reliever of the year at midseason award time. Let's see what Scout can do with the bat right here. Maybe Coach Kirby's been working off to the side with him, unbeknownst to any of us. First pitch from Hutchins. Nichols takes, ball 1. Good eye, Scout. Atta boy. One-0. Nichols, a big rip at that one. Didn't get it. 1-1. Can you blame him, though? One misses inside, and Scout Nichols shrugs a little bit like, hey, what are you doing? I'm just trying to get an AB in here. I got to throw with my feet. 2-1 pitch. Inside corner, strike 2. Encouragement from everybody in that third base dugout. Scout Nichols, who played infield in high school early on in college. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Yeah, good act, though. That will retire the side. Carolina will look to get the final 3 outs of this one when we come back. Back here at Hooker Field in Martinsville, Ben Tanneman on to get the final 3 outs tonight for Carolinas. They lead at 12-4. Tanneman's family in attendance here tonight. His mom and dad watching. You can probably see them down there in the bottom left corner of your screen. Tanneman's first pitch. Outside ball 1 to Chitwood. One out. That didn't miss by much. Good spot, 2-0. Tanneman's 2-0 pitch. Chitwood fouls it back, 2-1 now. Carolina looking to finish off the back end of a doubleheader, the doubleheader with a win here. They lead at 12-4. 2-1. Chitwood on the ground, up the middle. Haggard will field at second and throw to first, and there's out number 1. Hudson Rowe steps in now with 1 down here in the 7th. First pitch from Tanneman is a filthy off-speed pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 1. Oh, 1. Rowe out to left. Well hit. Davis back. Just short of the track, and he'll make the catch for out number 2. Wait a minute. No, he didn't. He didn't make the catch. He dropped it. Well, I'll be. Okay, maybe he did catch it. It's been a long day. Rowe kept running, confused me and then everybody else. Even Davis, who had the ball in his glove, it would appear. At this point, people might start seeing things. Anyways, there's 2 down. This is popped up by Morrison. Right side, going after it, and it's going to drop in fair territory in the Bermuda Triangle. As Setzer and Haggard both gave it a look, and it's a seeing eye single for Morrison. 7th hit of the night for Martinsville. Now to bring Pinnell to the plate. First pitch to Pinnell. In there, strike 1 from Tanneman. Good pitch right over the inside corner. 12-4 lead for Carolina. Tanneman trying to finish this thing off, but first a throw to first. And a check on Morrison, who's back in safely. Oh, 1 from Tanneman. Swung on and missed, 0-2. Tanneman 1 strike away from finishing off a Disco Turkey W. From the stretch. Tanneman's 0-2. High and in, ball 1. Good waist pitch, though, with the fastball. Tanneman back to the stretch. One other 1-2. Off-speed pitch, swung on and missed in the dirt. Usher's throw to first. In time, ball game over. Ben Tanneman gets the final 3 outs of the night, and Carolina gets a big 12-4 W to split the doubleheader. That'll do it for us for a long day of baseball, but a fun one at that here from Southern Virginia and Hooker Field in Martinsville. For everyone involved with the Carolina Disco Turkeys, everybody that makes this ship run, everybody with this great organization, Brett Wiseman saying so long from Southern Virginia. We'll see you back Thursday at Truist Stadium for the final 2 home games and games period of the season. We'll see you down